Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's session. Take a moment to settle in, sit comfortably, and let's begin. Let me ask you something very simple. Well, have you ever said, yes, yes, I got it, and later realized you actually didn't? Pause. We have all been there. Today, we are going to talk about a skill that looks simple but makes a huge difference. And that skill is active listening. Yes. If you master this one habit, your interviews will improve, your workplace communication will improve, and people will genuinely enjoy talking to you. Now, the question arises, why active listening matters. Let's talk about why this skill is important. When you listen carefully, you leave a strong impression in interviews. You build better relationships at work. You avoid misunderstandings. You become a better team player. And most importantly, people respect you. Because people don't remember everything you say, they remember how you made them feel. And feeling heard is powerful. So, let's have a look at various life scenarios, real life interview situation, right? Now imagine the situation. You are in a job interview. The interview is explaining a project in detail. You nod your head, but your eyes briefly check your phone. And when this finish, you say, okay, sounds good. Pause. Ask yourself honestly. Did you feel listen? Did you really listen? And did you show interest? Probably not. Now let's look at a better response. You maintain eye contact, you nod, you stay present, and you say, that is interesting. So the team mainly work on customer feedback analysis, right? I'd love to learn more of this. Same interview, same project, completely different impact. Now, what is active listening? So, what is active listening? Active listening is something, means being fully present. It means giving someone your full attention. It means showing interest with your face and your body and also your words. It means not planning your reply while the other person still speaking. Active listening is not just hearing sounds. It is understanding meaning. Most people listen to reply. Professionals listen to understand. Now, what went wrong? Let's take a quick situation. You are in an interview and the interviewer explains the team structure. You nod, but your mind is busy thinking about your next answer. When they pause, you ask them to repeat the last part. What went wrong? Pause. You were not fully listening in the moment. Your body was present, but your mind was not. Now, let's show something else. Let's have some tips. There is another situation where your manager says, please update the client file by Friday. You nod silently and walk away. Is that active listening? Not really. A better response would be, sure, I'll update the client file by Friday. Is there anything specific you want me to include there? Now, repeating instructions avoid mistakes and it shows responsibility. There are some simple tips to practice in active listening. Let me share some tips here. So you look at the speaker, don't look around, don't check your phone. Use small signals like I see, that makes sense, I understand. Don't interrupt. Wait until the person finishes. Summarize what you heard. Say things like, so the deadline moved to Friday, right? Ask thoughtful follow up questions. And one important point, don't judge too quickly. Don't jump to solutions immediately. Sometimes people want understanding, not fixing. Now, there are some common challenges. Let's be honest. Listening is not always easy, right? You may feel nervous. You may think, too much about what to say next, you may get distracted as well. You may feel stressed or impatient. Well, that doesn't mean you are bad at communication. It means you're human. The goal is awareness. Yes, awareness. Now, there are some strategies. Let's work upon that. The very first strategy is that say, take a deep breath. Before important conversations, take one deep breath, inhale, exhale, take yourself silently. Right now, I'm here to listen. Small pause helps your mind slow down. Now, the next strategy is pausing before replying. So, when someone finishes speaking, pause for 2 seconds. This pause shows thoughtfulness, it shows maturity. You can say, let me think about that for a moment. Or, so if I understood that correctly, the next strategy is using a notepad. So, during meetings or interviews, write down the key points, not full sessions or not full sentences, just the keywords. Use simple symbols D for decision, A for action, question mark for doubts. At the end, you can also say, let me confirm if I understood this correctly. That is active listening in action. Now, let's work upon the body language and distractions. So, if you are checking messages during meetings, what needs to change? Avoid distractions. If your arms are folded, you avoid eye contact or you keep checking the phone, right? You are sending negative signals, even if you don't mean to. Your body listens before your mouth does. Always remember. Now, always listen to understand, not to win. Sometimes we interrupt because we want to prove a point. But active listening is not about winning, it's about understanding. Listen fully first and then respond. However, in the final wrap up, we must end this lesson with a reminder where you see, active listening is not about being silent, it's about being present. In interviews, meetings, and daily work, good listeners are seen as more confident, more trustworthy, more professional. So, the next time someone speaks, pause, be present, and remember listen to understand, not just to reply or win. Thank you for your time. Practice this skill today itself. You feel the difference.